What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer Day with TK. It's a hot Tuesday afternoon here in Findlay, Ohio. I'm hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to try a new beverage. The beer I have today is called Sunspun Shandy, and this is from Rhinegeist Brewery, and these guys are out of Cincinnati, Ohio. I've done a number of their beers on the channel before, and they're generally pretty good. So, I was kind of excited to see this. The Oktoberfest are hitting the shelves, the fall seasonals will be upon us, so I figured it's time to give one last shot at some of these summer beers. So this is Sunspun Shandy, shandy with grapefruit and orange juice. Kind of on the fence with this one. Orange juice is a taste that I really like, or orange in general. Grapefruit, not so much. Sometimes if it's cut with other stuff, it's tolerable. So kind of excited to check this one. Got a little bit of a beer blurb here on the back. It says, "No such thing as too much fun in the sun. A bright squeeze of orange and grapefruit juice into a light-bodied golden ale delivers Sunspun Shandy, a brilliant blast of citrus sunshine." As it's quite hot in the 90s and I'm sweating to death out here, this seemed like an appropriate beer for the season. So this comes in at 4.5% ABV, which actually isn't too bad for a shandy. I was having a discussion with somebody about this the other day. I think it was Don from Don's Beer Reviews. If you haven't checked him out, go see his channel. He's got some really cool Scottish brews and all kinds of stuff. But 5.0 is kind of like default for American beers, 5% ABV. And when you do shandies, ours are usually like 3 or something like that. But this is 4.5, so it's not that far off the ABV for a normal beer, which is probably welcome for some. All right, let's check it out. As far as the color, this is a light yellow color, kind of a golden yellow. Fair amount of carbonation in there. You can see a fair amount of bubbles. Head looks nice. It's at least 2 fingers or so. Nice white frothy head. Looks pretty decent. Looks like what you'd expect from a beer like this. Let's see the ratings on this. Untapped 3.47, Beer Advocate 3.55. So pretty decent ratings, especially when you consider that it's a shandy, and a lot of serious beer drinkers would downgrade it simply because of the style. So ratings are respectable. Smell. Smells a bit funky, honestly. It's not. You pick up some citrus, then I just snorted it. You get the citrus and maybe like a little funky, spicy something. Can't quite place it. Could just be the fruits mingled together. Yeah, just kind of light and fruity. All right, let's give it a shot. Cheers. Light-bodied, obviously, as you'd expect. The fruit's not over the top, which I actually kind of like. Says this is a golden ale with the grapefruit and OJ, and I think that's what it is. It's not 87% juice and then some beer thrown in to make it a beer. This actually does taste like a fruited beer as opposed to the other way around, and it's pretty nice. I think when you first sip it, you get a little bit of the malt, but then you kind of get, I think the orange is the dominant taste to me. And again, I do not like grapefruit, and if it was a strong grapefruit taste, I think I would have picked it up, pretty easily. You do get a tiny bit of grapefruit because you get a little bit of that sourness or that, the tartness that comes with grapefruit. But I think it complements the orange quite nicely. The orange is a little sweet, that like sweet citrus orange juice kind of taste. Then you get a tiny bit of the sour, which is obviously the grapefruit, the tartness there. But it works pretty well because you can still pick up that this is kind of a nice golden ale. You get a little bit of kind of a light malt profile, and then you get the fruits in there, neither of which is really big, neither of which is overpowering. All in all, I think this beer is as described, is as advertised, and does a really good job. I'm not a huge shandy fan. I tend to like fruit beers, but mostly if they're sour fruit beers. So something like this usually isn't on my radar. But I think they did a really good job with this. The Sunspun Shandy from Rhinegeist Brewery in Cincinnati, you would definitely get a thumbs up. I would drink another one of these. If you're looking for a light beer, a nice summer beer that's not so light that you can hardly drink it, this would probably be a good fit for you. So hopefully if you like the videos, you guys will give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. If you've had this, let me know what you think of it. Or if not, what's your favorite summer shandy? Let me know in the comments down below. Till next time, cheers.